needed. All it needed to finish it off was that one little part. And don't get it from eBay, by the way. If you need that little hanger, do not get it from eBay. The guy on eBay wanted £20 for it, and if you look on SJS Cycles, under the Tektro cantilever, what do they call it? Something or other. You'll find it, and it's like a £5, so a quarter of the price. So that saved a bit on that, but it's all together, all ready for its maiden voyage, and it's looking quite tidy actually. Like really like how it's come out. So from just the frame, crankset and derailleurs, gone for a whole bike. As I said at the start, it's gone for a mix of different DX components, a bit of a retro build through the years, I guess. So the original crankset is an MT60, all polished that up. We've got the front derailleur, which is an M651. We've got the pedals, which are the M650s, and at the back, got flies everywhere. We've got the rear derailleur, which is original, and that's an MT62. Wheel set, seeing as that's in the shot as well, wheel set is the M650s, so it's again slightly later, sort of beginning, sort of 92, I think. And it's got the Araya CV7 rims on there, so it's a matching front and rear set. Brake wise, I managed to find some original MT62s. You know, they're pretty good condition, and I've teamed them up with some Cool Stop dual compound mountain bike pads, so it should be stopping well. Brakes should work effectively with all the new cables. All the cables are lubed, they're the Jaguar stuff, so that should fit nicely. The fork, the light. The fork again is a bit later. It's a Pace RC35. I think they might have been around sort of at the time this bike came out, maybe just a bit later, because this is a 89, but this model is a 95, 96. It's the MXCD. Did work out, it's meant to be rear facing, so I swapped that round to start with in the first video, and I've swapped that back now, and they've got obviously the MT62 brakes on with the Cool Stop pads, and they're soft. They are soft forks, so I'll see how they ride. The guy that bought them off said he'd stripped them down and like re-greased them and everything, so we'll see how they go. Maybe I can compare them to the Vector fork, we'll see, but I think they look well, they look good on the bike, they look decent. It's just a carbon effect, I think, on the fork legs, and yeah, they've oh, the bike's wobbling, it's going. Now I wanted that bit of contrast on the bike, so that's why I've gone for the yellow cables, and definitely why I went for the yellow Control Tech stem. It's a long stem. It's gonna affect the steering, as in it's not gonna be quite as responsive as a modern short stem, but it's of the time. It's probably slightly later than the bike, to be honest, like probably matching the fork. Works well, and then that has been teamed up with the DMR Death Grips. They're in the camo, so they're pretty much matching the stem and the cables. We've got the MT60 brake levers and the MT62 shifters. Three by 7, so 7-speed on the rear, both indexed in the SIS function or friction in that. so that should be quite nice. And the thummies are more accurate to the age of the bike, I think, and they're really good condition. They're pretty much new old stock. The other side, there we go, let it focus. Of course the handlebars will turn away. There you go, there's the other side. Front is just friction. There's no indexing on the front, but it shifts nicely between all the rings, and that is good. No rings needed changing. And just to finish everything off, the charge spoon saddle. It's not quite as yellow as I would have liked it to have been, but it's camo. It was meant to match the grips, but yeah, I would have liked that to have been a bit more yellowy to match in with the theme. Stuck a new seat clamp on there as well because the old one was horrible, and this seat post is a special size for this bike, so that was pretty much the only one I could find. And yeah, that's everything. I think that's all come together. So that's the end of my second Kirk build. As I said, big thanks to Marsan from eBay, MFC Cycling Techniques, for helping me piece together a bunch of these parts. It's kept the cost down. I've still spent a fair amount on these builds, and it sometimes gets a bit out of control, especially on the ProFlex. So really appreciate his help with that. So if you are looking for mountain bike parts, check his 2 shops on eBay, and see what he's got. Speak to him, see if you can get you some parts from Poland. And there we go, that's it, it's all come together. So second build done. Hopefully the rain's going to hold off. The skies are clouding over, the wind's picking up, and I'll go out for a ride, and that will finish off this video. Do you know, I'm not even sure this fork is doing anything. I almost feel like it's, I know there's a little bit of travel in it, but something does not feel right with this bike. You see, the thing is, when I wobble the handlebars like so, there's this horrible sensation of, well, the same sensation as when my old bike snapped, my road bike. It just seems to ripple down the frame. It's not a nice feeling. Which way should we go? Yeah, let's go this way. So yeah, the fork is doing minimal work. I mean, it is working. It's doing a little bit. It's probably showing it on video. But the frame, I don't know. I don't know if it's the frame or the fork. There's something not quite right about it. I didn't see any cracks. Doesn't mean there isn't any, but we'll see. I don't think I want to go up this hill, to be honest. It's a horrible hill. 25% gradient at the top. Squirrel. Yeah, I would have bought my drone, but it's technically MOD land, I believe, so don't really want to be flying a drone on MOD land. Oh, fuck this hill, man. I'm in lowest gear possible. This hill sucks. I can just feel the front sagging. and the frame flexing.
Doing all these shots by yourself ain't enough time consuming. Having to ride past the camera, stop, go back, pick it up, pick the bike up, go back down. Here's another shot.
Jump. Oh wow. Okay, I'm calling it there. If you enjoyed the video, thumbs up. I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes, so yeah, heading home. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the Kirk. I'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully I can get the 87 Scott up and running. It's so close.